like obviously with you, like your clients are based almost around you. Would you not say? Like your avatar was kind of where you started.
Yeah.
Like and the journey you've been on is kind of what you try and.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying this to a lad I trained with yesterday. I don't know. I've told you definitely about the More Than Muscle program that I'm building it. I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram, Luce.
I've seen bits about it, yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
basically,
you've mentioned it, but you've not actually told
so
me
far
what it is.
it's just been like this philosophy. It's like, oh, the More Than Muscle philosophy, and it's just like more of a it's not a thing yet.
Like a catchphrase for now.
Yeah. It's like a philosophy. So now it's actually going to be a program. So it's something you can buy. It's on the website. Like you can watch it. It's a step-by-step guide on how to create like a fulfilled, inspired life. And it's not just about like meditation or blah. It's boss. I'm fucking buzzing. Like I'm halfway through recording it, and it's going to be sick, lad. But it's basically what I've gone through in my life, and I've put together like this system of how to not suffer anymore, how to stop being, how to finally reach your potential and wake up every day with inspiration and purpose and drive and actually be stepping towards your potential.
I think that's something, obviously as coaches, I think a lot of people want to help people step into their potential, obviously, because that's why we do what we do, or part and parcel of the reason of why what we do is what we do. But I love the way that you have kind of worded that, and also the way you're going about it, because I feel as though obviously we've been on the same meditation course, and I can see little elements of that coming through as well, which maybe you've always been into stuff like that, but now I feel like you kind of have delved a bit deeper and kind of like know yourself a little bit better, and it's kind of like we see suffering in so many different things, which sounds again something dead airy-fairy, but it is so true. Like we oftentimes I feel like we create our own suffering because we are continuously putting ourselves in positions that allow us to suffer. And it's like your program, for example, is going to help people obviously in the mental sense, but it's also going to help them like with the sufferings of being the way they are, like living the life that they are currently living, the one that they're not happy with, you know. And you get loads of people going, but like, you know, just if they're out of shape and stuff, like they're not suffering. Like, no, but some people are suffering, and that's why they're out of shape, and that's why they're depressed, and that's why they're anxious and stuff like that, because they are suffering in day-to-day life. So bringing together a program like that, I think is like, it's like pretty cool, because you don't see many men taking a stand and doing stuff like that, and offering like bits of meditation and bits of like spiritual stuff, because people go, oh, like I think men want to shy away from it, when really like there's a big movement across, especially like Liverpool City, like there's a big movement of like men getting involved in that and saying what they actually feel and what they think, and like not being afraid to cry and that kind of thing. And I think that that's like amazing, because hopefully that's going to be a bit more, you obviously predominantly train males, but like that's hopefully going to be a space for like males to kind of do that whilst developing their physique.
100%.
So I like the start of that.
100%. You hit the nail on the head. But it's like, I don't
Hire
think...
me for your marketing.
Do you by any chance write copy now?
Selling myself real well, yeah.
If you're watching this, you need someone to write some copy for you.
English degree in that?
I've got the credentials, so it's all right.
But yeah, I don't think I mean, obviously it helped a little bit, but I don't think I've found myself more. I think I've found the courage to start talking about this stuff.
I think it's hard. It's hard for men, especially like you, to come out and speak about those kind of things. Or even, I don't know, I feel like you don't see many big gym men talking about meditation, guys, do you?
No,
you know what I mean? Because people go, oh, like, it's just like sitting there. It's not sitting there. It's not just sitting there. It's not. So I think that like you being the example.
Do you know what though? It is. This is the other side of things. You get two types of people who resist meditation. You get the side of people who are like, it's just fucking sitting there. Why are you making a big thing out of it? Like, it's fucking stupid. And you get the other side of, I can't switch my brain off. I can't meditate. I can't just stop thinking. It's like,
that was me, by the way.
And then that side is like, it's just sitting there. Like it is, without slapping big labels on it. You're just going to sit
and just
here right now and do nothing. And see, when you think about something else, just go, don't want to think about that. I'm just going to sit back in this room and just do that for like 5 minutes. And they're like, but I can't though. I'm like, you probably definitely 100% can. Like, you definitely can.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are that used to like not sitting with themselves and their own thoughts though, that they find it to be a very uncomfortable experience, which I would say was me. Like the thought of sitting with myself and my own thoughts for like 10 minutes is just like,
This is the first. So I've got 4 pillars of the More Than Muscle program. The first one is courage, because you can't achieve any level of success in anything, in my opinion anyway, without courage. Something's gonna come along that's gonna be hard, and you're gonna have to face demons. You're gonna have to push through the boundaries. You're gonna be difficult. And you're gonna have to have courage to do that. So that's like the very first thing that is in the program, and it's like the foundation of it all. But it starts with like I told. Did you just spill your coffee?
Of course,
all over
he did.
myself.
Wow.
All over myself. It's all right, mate. I was more worried that I got it on your couch, but I didn't. I was lucky enough to save it all. Yeah.
So I've told you this before, but it starts off with sitting with very low level physical discomfort. So doing a body scan and then noticing maybe like your back's a little bit stiff and just sitting with it and not trying to change it, not trying to fix, just sitting with that, just having the courage to just be rest in that discomfort. And then it escalates, and then the very end of the courage module is sit with your own thoughts that's this penultimate one actually. Sit with your own thoughts for 10 minutes.
And you know what? Like, it sounds so simple, but also it's a massive big ask for a lot of people because they just don't do it. And like, I remember when you were saying to me, you need to meditate, like it'll make your life better. Like you need to, I was like, what's the point in sitting with sitting there for 10 minutes? Like, I'm busy. Number one. I was like, number two, I was like, what is that gonna achieve at all? But I think it makes you learn so much about yourself and like what's important to you, and even like the gratitude side of things, like makes you a lot more grateful for things. And people always like say, like my family always say to me, like, how does it make you more grateful? How does it do those things? And I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me how it does those things. It just does. I'm like, I just
am more grateful because I'm not in my own head
so
all
much,
the time. Because like, I mean,
and you're not jumping to weird
mine
shit.
and your head were the same for a lot of the time.
I would say so,
like,
yeah.
Overthinking, very anxious,
which is
and
probably
stuff.
why like we became very close very quick, because it was the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same stress. Two stressy heads just getting along.
Stress.
Well, I think what it is, why it makes you more grateful, is a great space between I and me.
I and me.
Which is a very confusing thing when you get into I and me.
Yeah. It's just I said it to Jack and it kettled his head a few weeks ago. But great, like people know. No,
it didn't kettle me head. It was just I buzz off spiritual stuff because I'm just not into it. Like I get it. I've got nothing against it. Just doesn't.
Because for you, meditation's not really spiritual, is it? Like for you,
no.
It's more of an. For Jack, I would say it's
like
more
a
of
a coping mechanism.
Yeah,
an exercise. To be able to function better as a human. Whereas for you guys, it's something different and great. Love meditation. If that's what avenue you go down, it's very spiritual for you. Fantastic. Love it. But then when I then hear you talking about it, I'm just like, wow, that's mad. Like, tell me more. Like, I want to know like how you think that way.
From him as well. It's a bit more like, right? Yeah.
You and I. And then I go off in my own little head while he's talking and try and like picture it going on. Do you know what I mean? While he's like, there's him and then there's I and then there's I and then there's him and he's doing all these mad shit. Like when you were sitting watching the water and then writ that really deep email about. I can't remember what that was about. It was a heavy email that, I had to stop reading. I went to read, fucking heavy that,
Too much for me, that.
Fucking heavy that,
Do you remember that email?
DMT before
that water story?
Fucking DMT before I read the rest of this.
What? So do you think I don't look like the type of person who would be into meditation? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like I think a lot of people probably wouldn't expect it. And then obviously if you follow you on Instagram and stuff, like people see snippets of who you are, because that's what we do on Instagram, show parts of ourselves. But like I don't think people would have expected it. No. But then because the only reason I expect it from you is just because I know you. Like a lot of these like people probably like listen to this or seeing you on Instagram for the first time or whatever it might be, don't know you and don't know your backstory or where you've kind of like come from. But I remember like when we used to work in the gym that shall not be named, like he used to disappear off for like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to go and sit in the car and meditate. So like, and me and Jack were like, fucking weird.
He's going off for 5 minutes to meditate. I'm going off to nap.
Yeah, we were like, strange him.
He's going off to the car to meditate
Weird.
for 5 minutes. I was like, mad, I'm going in the fucking coat room to have a nap. Weird,
Yeah, we're curled up on the desk in the back room. Like,
That was a coping mechanism at that point.
yeah.
That was just like grueling. Like